Hi everyone, it's Mindy at Scrap Till You Drop, and I'm back with another mini, and I'm going to try and do this one-handed because I'm having difficulty getting the camera far enough away from the mini to do it with two hands. So anyway, this mini was inspired by Stephanie, who's Steffogal1 on YouTube, and she had made a video where she basically recycled product packaging into a mini. And at the time I saw the video, I had just bought a lot of the Cuttlebug stuff that was on sale at Big Lots. And so I had a lot of the packaging with the big long cardboard in the back. And so I decided to steal her idea, or borrow her idea, or how's this, be inspired by her, and make a mini of my own out of my recycled packaging. So this is what I've come up with. And the papers that I've used to make this are from the Rustic stack, the Prima Breathe stack, the Tim Holtz Lost and Found, and the Tim Coffee specialty paper, which, in case you aren't familiar with that, it is this one right here. It's very pretty paper. And so for the first page, I've taken a die cut of a frame. It's a Sizzix die that I have. And I covered it with paper, and I distressed all the edges of these pages, I believe, with walnut stain distress ink. And then I've added some flowers layered and with some bling in the center. And I don't know if you can see that down at the bottom there. I've added some words. I guess I can't zoom when I'm doing a video on this camera. I really need a new camera. Maybe when I get my Christmas bonus. But anyway, my daughter brought home some raffle tickets from a crab feed she went to, and so I held on to those and was able to use one in this page. And down here are words that you can't see that say moments you'll never forget. And those I got from a box. I bought a box of words from, and I think they were by Making Memories. They came in a little box that looked like a Chinese takeout box, and I couldn't fit them back in the box after I took them out, and so now I have 2 Ziploc bags full of words, and it's fun to just pick through and find stuff for my projects. So anyway, okay, here we go. Next page. Let's see how I do here. This is kind of nice because it stands up sometimes. And okay, so here I've used some paper from the Tim Coffee stack that I showed you, and I cut out a sunflower here and glued it down in some spots so that I can make a pocket out of it, and I put this little tag in there. And this is a satin flower that I made myself. And then I did some embossing with black soot distress embossing powder up in the corners. And then over here, well, this is going to be tricky. Sorry if I'm shaking. The other day I bought some of the Graphic 45 envelope tags, and I really liked the packaging. I mean, it's tag shaped, it's got an eyelet in it, and it's got this really nice clock image, and so I'll probably just put a photo here, and then also on the back I'll just cover that up with a photo. And then on this page I used the outline of a chipboard frame that I have. It's actually, the frame is this shape and then there's an oval in the center, but I liked the outline of it because it's bigger and I could fit a bigger picture in there. And I painted it with antique linen crackle paint, and then I rubbed some gold rub and buff over the top of it. And then I added these 2 flowers that I made. This one was made with brown paper and scallop punch. Just made several scallops and stuck them together with a brad, and then got them wet and squished them up, and then I edged it with some magical micas in gold. And then this is a lace flower that I made with a ribbon flower in the center. And then let's turn the page. On the back side of that is, let's see if I can get this to stand up. Okay, this is a brown paper bag with you know, this perfect size for tags. Stephanie actually sent me this in her kit that I won off of her YouTube. And I have lightly distressed this, and then I added a key stamp. And then I added some tags that are also from Stephanie. They're from her image tag swap. And this one I've distressed with walnut stain and added some fibers. And then this one I distressed with, I think, peeled paint, and then and some walnut stain, and then I added some ribbon to the top. And then I only I used the red two-sided tape on the top and bottom here so that I could slide these ephemera cards in there so that those could be journaling spots or a spot for more photos. And then this next page, this is a Tim Holtz top note die that I cut out of chipboard and covered with paper, and then I added this frame that I got at Michael's in the dollar bins. And then I left the back plain for journaling or a picture, whatever. And then this page I had these chipboard frames, and I used I believe it's vintage photo distress embossing powder on them, and then I went over them with black soot distress ink, and then I added some Prima roses, and then these words, cherish, treasure, and enjoy, came from a My Mind's Eye die cut sheet that had a whole bunch of different punch out things on it. And then this page, this paper came from the rustic stack, and that's crooked because it's only held on by one glue dot. And I just took a paper doily and distressed it, and then I took another one of those circle frames and I used some burgundy colored embossing powder on it. And then here's another one of those brown paper bag. These actually I bought the other day. They came with a little white card in them, but I took a Seven Gypsies journaling tag and cut the top off so that it would fit. And I just liked the diamond shape with the diamond, sort of a diamond pattern there. And the color matches too. And then there's another flower that I made using brown paper and scallop punches, and I did you can't really see it, but I did a script stamp on it before I made the flower. And let's see what else. Oh, this way. Okay, and this is a backing to a Cuttlebug, one of the small dies, the packaging, and then I just put some vintage looking paper on there. And that actually, I mentioned all those paper stacks, but this was actually a single sheet that I bought at Michael's. And on the back side of that is more of that same paper that was on the other side, but then there's this vintage envelope, and there's a little tag in there, but I really need to put something on it so that I can pull it out, so I'm not going to try to do it, especially not with one hand. And then we have this page, and this is just a chipboard frame that I covered with paper, and I don't remember where this little swirly flourishy thing came from, but I had pre-inked it for a different project and decided I didn't want it on that project, so I just held on to it, and it just worked really well for this project. So, and then down here I have some more of my little words, and it says naturally beautiful, and this is a lollipop flower that I made. And on the back is a cool little pocket that Stephanie made, and she sent us our image swap tags in these little pockets, and I thought it was cute, and it went well with the color scheme, and so I thought I'd use it for tags. And then I used some more tags that I got in the image tag swap, and this one I distressed with aged mahogany, and I added some fibers. And then this one, I love this one, it's so cute. I believe I used pine needle distress ink and also some walnut stain on there, and then I added a ribbon at the top. And then the final page is just a small, I think this was one of these, it's the backing for one of these Making Memories glitter bling frames. And I put the Tim Holtz bingo paper on it, and just figured it would be a good spot for a photo. And then on the back, I just added some line paper that I glimmer misted with Coffee Shop, and then I also used some different distress inks on that, probably tea dye and vintage photo or something like that. And that is it. That's the end of my mini. So thank you, Stephanie, for the inspiration. I had a really fun time making this mini, and thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.